name's Rosemary Yates. I live adjoining this forest here, so our country is just down the way. I have a great respect and reverence for this landscape, these forests that surround us. We're very privileged to live in this place, and the longer I've lived here, over 20 years in this forest, the more I've come to realise what a precious gem in the landscape it is, how diverse it is, and what we are a part of in terms of the long-term values of this forest for the future generations. I feel a great responsibility to be taking care of this land for not only my grandchildren and great-grandchildren, but for the future generations of all of these species that live here. Many of them are under threat. There's, on our place alone, and it would include this area that we're sitting right now, there's 29 threatened species of plant and animal right here. So we need to protect this area for conservation for the future generations. I feel really passionate about this because, we talk about sacredness of the land and our connection to it. And here it is, 2015, and we've got some pretty serious threats. And if we act now and step into a responsible position around these landscapes and around these forests, then there's maybe a chance that the seed bank that's existing here may be able to go into the future generations, that there is a healthy future for the ones yet to come, of all of the species here, not just the humans. The philosophy of a short-term economic gain for a few doesn't really wash in these forests, and it's really important that we stand up and protect them. So, as a resident of this land, I feel very blessed, but I realise she's in trouble. These species, there's not many forests, there's not many groves like this of these forests around the place. There's only just a few, and as the years go by, it's getting less. So I'm worried for this land, and I really, really, if I'm to make a prayer, it's for the future generations that they have a healthy legacy into this landscape, and that it could expand rather than being contracting all the time. So, thank you.
My little nursery where I collect seeds from the local forest, from Dundurrabin, Tyringham, Mount Highland, and I've got a big variety of species in here. Some of the well-known species, red cedar and rosewood and tallowood and brushbox, and then some of the more like tremor and less known species like tremor and Giowa, and I think over a period of years I've had over 60 different species, and then there's more to come, and some I'm very familiar with and some I'm still got a lot to learn about. Some are easy to plant and some are very fussy. The paddy melons and the wallabies will come and eat some, so I have to guard them. Others are very hardy, and now you just put them in and they just need a bit of time and a bit of wet weather, and they're off and running, off and growing, with a little bit of shelter from the eucalypts. Yeah.
Shall we have a look?
You go and have a look.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow, let's have a look. There's a tremor that you were mentioning that earlier, the poison peach or the native lantana.
That's it.
Yeah. Tea trees.
Tea trees.
Yeah. What have we got? A Marara?
Marara.
Yeah.
Marara there.
Yeah.
There's a rose myrtle.
Yep.
And then there's a few solanums coming out. Yeah.
So roughly how many tubes have you got here?
I've never attempted to count them.
Thousands and thousands.
Thousands and thousands. Yeah.
I mean, even just the coachwoods here we'd looked at.
Yeah.
You know, one of those rows has what, 25 or something?
Well, there's 16 trays of 42.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah. I did count them, and I come up with 2 different numbers. Just the other day, I dug up some seedlings right next to a post, and is where a bird had obviously sat, dropped a little packet of seeds, and there was these come up. These
blueberry ashes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And all those little fellas come up. They're looking a bit rough at the moment, but anyway, by next spring they'll be ready to go in.
Because without the birds, they're really hard to germinate.
That's it.
Yeah.
I've never been able to germinate. Oh, the only way I can germinate them is pick them up from around a water source, where the birds come in to drink. And on the odd year when they have a big season, you'll see the seeds scattered everywhere where the bird droppings.
Yeah. So currawongs might be one of the big ones for that?
Currawongs, bowerbirds, yeah. And currawongs and bowerbirds, they're one of the main seed spreaders in this area from what I can see. There's the pigeons, of course, and but the bowerbirds are a resident, and everybody hates them in their garden, but geez, they're good for spreading rainforest seeds. Yeah.
Currawongs might be another good way, getting the pellets with them.
Actually, I've got some over here, which I picked up out of some pellets in spring.
Gotcha. There they are.
Here they are.
Yeah.
They all come up in a tray. I just popped them in the... So I've got them here all nice and sheltered at the moment.
Because the currawongs, they eat the fruit, go and have a drink and then regurgitate a pellet?
No, it passed through them.
Passes through, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know whether it was a currawong or a bowerbird, but it was a nice, neat little pellet.
Okay, lovely.
And I broke it up and put it into my trays. Yeah.
Do you, if you can't get the seeds, do you look at looking for wildlings at small seedlings?
I definitely will.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And like the white quandong.
Never got it in fruit?
I've never
or?
been able to collect them, but
Okay.
I do see the seedlings scattered around, and they're another nice hardy
Oh,
one.
they're beautiful. Yeah.
I do find little patches of them, and so I'll take. There'll be 10 seedlings there, so I'll take 6 of them, and then you find them on the roads where they're going to be damaged anyway, so I'll take them off of the roads. Now we're in the other shade house. I've got two of these shade houses, and I put them into bigger pots in this one because a lot of these plants, if you plant them out at a nice either metre tall, you get a good survival, very good survival rate. And I like to mix the species, to have different species. We've got brush box and myrtle ebony and lily pillies and rose myrtle.
And you got some pretty advanced stock here.
Yeah, it's a nice sized red cedar. And
just taller than me. Yeah.
That's it. So they'll be going in as soon as spring. Because we're coming into autumn now, so these will go in spring.
So spring's the best planting season for.
I think it is, as long as you get a bit of moisture, and then because they'll start to slow down now, and then I'll put them in spring, and then they'll have a big growth spurt. So they'll be over 8 foot tall, 10 foot tall by the time next autumn comes around. So they'll be well established. The frost won't bother them, and then these can suffer from the titmoth. So if they're planted in amongst some existing forest with some good cover, you get a good rate out of them, and they don't suffer from the titmoth.
And I guess most people around here would be interested in a red cedar or two tucked in the corner of their property.
They're one of the well-known rainforest trees, aren't they? Yeah.
Red gold.
Red gold. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. And a lot of the others aren't as well known. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it's an incredible setup you've got, an amazing diversity, and you've got so many trees. Yeah. There's years of work ahead of you.
There is years of work ahead of me. Yeah. Yep.
And good on you. Yeah. It's amazing stuff. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this.